Amidst the unprecedented change and challenges of 2020, many of us are finding ourselves in low spirits at times. With the daylight hours dwindling and the cold, long winter season fast approaching, it is all too common for Western New Yorkers to experience struggles with their mental health, specifically seasonal affective disorder. The opportunity to speak to some professionals in our local mental health sector who shared their insight on how to cope with the struggles surrounding seasonal change and continue living your best life through even the dreariest of seasons, the toughest of years.
But primarily, it's linked with the changing of the seasons, specifically the lack of sun and vitamin D that you're getting, and that some people have a physiological response to that.
Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that's related to the seasonal changes, typically from fall and winter. And it's just when the light goes away, we sort of get depressed. We lose interest in activities that maybe the sun let us enjoy before. Also, energy seems to be lower.
People experience seasonal affective disorder, surprisingly, actually through various seasons. There are some people that actually will experience increased depression symptoms during seasons you might not expect, like summer and spring. But most commonly, what we hear about is seasonal affective disorder being particularly severe or particularly noticeable during the winter months and the fall months, when we notice the changes in daylight, changes in social engagement.
The condition manifests in symptoms similar to depression, and you may have noticed yourself feeling sad or anxious, having less energy, and losing motivation or interest in the things you typically enjoy. Throw in the significant ongoing stress, loss, and isolation surrounding the current pandemic, and those feelings become greatly amplified.
What can you do to help yourself during this particular time? Well, movement becomes one of the most effective things you can do to help yourself. When you are exercising, you are initiating a whole host of biological and physiological reactions and responses.
Light box therapy is definitely one of the holistic options that somebody could use. For us to think that we as mammals can exist without light is also, I don't want to say silly, but we need light to survive. Everybody knows about vitamin D that lives in Western New York, or has at least been exposed to hearing about vitamin D and it being good for the season. So is the light.
And even though your system may still be receiving sunlight, your consciousness doesn't really. It feels like there's no sun. And that really does take a toll on sometimes our mood, our well-being.
Not one approach fits all, and there are numerous coping strategies and treatments that can help, from exercise regimens, meditative breathing, and light box therapy, to scheduling more time with the people you love, or regular conversations with a therapist. It's all about being proactive, developing a plan that works for you, and seeking support when you need to feel better. None of us is alone in weathering this storm, and relying on our local network of mental health resources and the people who care about us can empower us to live our best life.
Something that everybody here should know, in my opinion, or at least know there's an option or an easy solution to something that may have a dramatic effect on your life.
As we know, all seasons pass. There's never been a winter that didn't end, here in Western New York even. And, I like to think of this whole year as being a season that will also pass.
Just start moving forward, and that will make the difference.
For more tips and inspiration to help live a healthy, happy, and balanced life to the fullest, Subscribe to Roswell Park's Project Best Life newsletter using the link in bio or in the article below.